I'm Paul Hendrick, and welcome to the Smolson Canadian Classic Game in an Hour here on Leafs TV. In the winter of 1971, the Leafs, under the guidance of General Manager Jim Gregory and head coach Johnny McClellan, had themselves a formidable roster, one that they hoped would compete well into this following decade. However, problems would ensue a year later as the WHA would raid the Maple Leafs, and things certainly would change for a while. But in the short term, however, things were looking good. Up front, there were the veterans, of course, and the youngsters that included the likes of Darryl Sittler. Back on the blue line, there was Jim Dory and Rick Lee, and in nets there was goaltender Bernie Parent. This game this night against the Philadelphia Flyers would take place on February 6th of 1971. Just the previous week, the Leafs had acquired Parent in exchange for forward Mike Walton and another goaltender in Bruce Gamble. In the Flyers, the seeds of future Stanley Cups to come. Up front, youngsters as well, led by Bobby Clarke, Simon Nollet, and Ed Van Impe, and of course, Parent, who in future years would play for the Philadelphia Flyers and be the architect of those great Stanley Cup triumphs. February 6, 1971, a crisp night at Maple Leaf Gardens. To the gondola we go, right here on Leafs TV.
Now then, there's a quick change here on the lineups. Kelly is going to remain out, number 19, Rick McLeish, recently acquired in the trade with Boston. After Parent came to the Maple Leafs, and Monahan shot the puck to the blue line. Dory backed off. Clarke comes down the ice, over the line, missed a check. Monahan ahead to Keon. Keon at center ice, over the line, getting through the defense, and it's flipped by Gamble to the grass and over.
As Bill said, several of the Philadelphia people now in the lineup tonight who skated earlier, Larry Hillman, the defenseman with the Philadelphia team, and also Cliff Snap.
The puck is cleared down to center ice. We're stopped there by Brown. Brown off Monahan. It goes into the Philadelphia zone, and McLeish gets it over on the left side. Philadelphia trying to get it out to center. Stopped by Dory. Back on the blue line is Wayne Hillman, along with number 5, Brent Hughes. Puck goes into the Leaf zone. That's Kelly after it. Knocked it back in the net into the corner where McMillan gets a hold of it. He's skated off. The puck is kept in the Leaf zone. Cleared by Dory. Stopped there by McLeish, then for Kelly, who was hit by Brown. Monahan gets it over to Keon, and Keon comes back at center with McMillan. Over the line from McMillan. Keon chopped it back to the blue line. Leafs were changing their defense. McKinney flipped it right onto Wayne Hillman's stick, number 6. Wayne Hillman up at center. He takes a flip shot off Clarke right to flat, and McKinney gets it back in the net, number 18. McKinney up to Ellis. Ellis trying to put away in the right wing. He was too well covered by 21, Serge Bernier. Hellman gets a hold of it for Henderson into the Philadelphia zone, and he was skated on. Ed Van Impe, number 2, shooting it up at center ice. Broken up by Henderson. He shoots it right back in again. Going back for it is Larry Hale, number 23. Gives it to Ed Van Impe. Van Impe over the blue line at center. He takes a long shot that bounces the plant, and it's Pellick back for it. Mike Pellick starts to work his way out with a pass to McKinney. Straight up at center with Elman. A long shot off the boards. Gamble played it into the corner. Ellis covered his check. Brought out though by number 21, Bernier. Bernier going down with Lollet, and it's broken up by Pellick. Pellick, a long pass for Ellis. Here comes the shot. Gamble got a piece of it. Pellick lets one go. That's broken up. Then Van Impe, covered by Elman, and knocked it into the corner. Goes after it. Van Impe has him covered. Henderson moves in as well. They hold it against the boards, and play is called. 17-19 remaining in the first period. Now it's going up the center ice. A long shot. Now Spencer. Morrison tried to get a shot away. It's kept in there by number 14, Joe Watson. Then Morrison fell. Hasn't covered. Harrison gets a hold of it. Shoots it all over the blue line. Stopped there by Ashby. Ashby gets it back in again. And it's shot out by Lee to center. And the play is rather scrambly in this first period. Ashby covered by Spencer. It's back in the net into the corner. Comes out here on the right wing. Morrison's pass. Stopped by Armstrong into Harrison. Amber fell down, but Harrison couldn't get his shot away. Ashby holds it against the boards. Still has it. Up for Gendron. Gets it all over the blue line. Barnett in covered. Spencer shooting the puck back into the Philadelphia zone, and it's Ashby back there for it. 15:36 remaining in the first period. No score. Leafs are making a change now with Keanu McMillan on the ice, number 14 and 23. Pratt gives it to McMillan. Billy McMillan has Philadelphia changing, coming out of his own zone. Up the center. Tried to sneak his way in, but he was offside. Bobby Clark was holding onto his stick, and it was offside at the blue line. Ed Van Imp, along with Larry Hale and Peters. Barham takes a shot in front, knocked down and cleared down the ice by Hillman. At least Van Imp. Going back for it is Dory. Jim Dory back of the net, takes a look, still has it, gets it over to Trottier, and Trottier is skated off the puck by Peters. Goes back into the Leaf zone, and Dory wrapped it off the glass. Philadelphia skating the Maple Leafs at this point. Quick pass to Trottier. Now then Trottier comes down with Spencer, takes the pass, over the line, back to Trottier, running and goal! He hit the goal post. Dory gives it to Trottier, right in front of Spencer, and he shot it wide. Fade to the blue line and out the center ice, a three-man break. Bernier over the line, they're pulling in with Johnson, takes the pass, third and goes goal! Bernier from Johnson, 1-0 Philadelphia.
Serge Bernier stepping out of the penalty box to pick up that play as it was dumped out by Ed Van Imp at this point. A 3-on-2 break, and Bernier made a beautiful play to Johnson as he beat that Bobby Vaughn on the right side, and Jack Plant, doing a little guessing, just tipped it by him on the return pass from Jimmy.
Philadelphia goal scored by number 21, Bernier. Assist number 20, Johnson, and number 2, Van Imp. The time, 9:06.
9:06, Serge Bernier from Johnson and Van Imp just after returning from his penalty. And Philadelphia definitely carried the play. They're offside at the Maple Leaf blue line with 10:46 to go in the first period. 1-0 for the Flyers.
Closed captioning on Leafs TV is brought to you by Valet Inco.
I'm Joanne Roberts, and I'm a piano teacher. A rock had chipped my windshield, and one of my students, Sarah,
Dad, look.
noticed that the chip had become a crack.
Hi, Sarah.
Did you know you had a crack in your windshield?
Oh, right across the driver's side.
You know what? Bring it by my store, we'll take care of it. It's just not safe to drive like that.
That would be great. Thanks.
Hi, Dad.
Apple Autoglass took care of everything. They certainly know what they're doing.
Celebrating our 25th anniversary.
Playing poker, playing hockey, it's the same deal. It's about challenging your opponents, learning to make the right move at the right time. With over 10 million players and more tables at every level, learn to play better poker for free at PokerStars.net and find the PokerStar in you.
Welcome to the world-famous university boat race, where the boys from Cambridge take on the defending champions, Oxford.
They're huge, and half of them in the Olympics. We've lost already.
Not to worry. I've given those tired blokes some Red Bull.
You've given Red Bull to our opponents? We may as well abandon ship right now.
Calm down. Red Bull revitalizes the mind, remember? I only gave it to the ones rowing on the right side of their boat. You see?
Red Bull gives you wings. Well, actually, Red Bull helps to temporarily restore mental alertness or wakefulness when experiencing fatigue or drowsiness.
Seven minutes and 31 seconds remain in the first period. 1-0 for the Flyers. Face off in the Leaf zone to the left, and it's Harrison out there with McKinney, Spencer, Armstrong, and Pellick. Andre Lacroix with Morrison and Gendron. Lacroix is knocked down by Pellick. Jimmy Harrison. Watched by Morrison, gives it to Spencer. Up to Pellick. Armstrong is loose on the right wing. Long pass for Armstrong. Ends up back to the net. Back there. Cleared to the blue line. Harrison stuck to the general. McKinney shot it wide. And Spencer took a rag at Morrison. That shot comes all the way back to McKinney. McKinney into Harrison. Harrison centers up. Gamble knocked it out to Gendron. Gendron straight down the ice at his own blue line to center. Gets it over the leaf line. Mister had a piece on him. Pellick shooting it off the center ice. Stopped there by number 14, Joe Watson. He clears it right back into the leaf zone. McKinney with 6 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the first period. To Pellick. With Harrison. Shot it over the line. Gamble. Shooting it around on the boards for Gendron. Missed the check. McKinney moves up. Tried to tip it. Did. Harrison trying to steal it. Tried to kick it loose to Armstrong. And Watson comes up with it for Philadelphia. With Morrison and Gendron. Stopped by McKinney. Pellick. Coming back. Not center. Long shot. Gamble grabbed by. Back for Philadelphia now. Morrison. A clear pass to the crowd. Long shot. Oh, Grant just got his left hand down in a hurry. Rick Lee. Shooting it over the blue line. Kelly. Checked by Keon, but it's offside on a delayed whistle. 2 minutes and 38 seconds remain in the first period. Keon, McMillan, and Monahan facing Clark, Cleese, and Kelly. Goes back to Wayne Hillman. Cleared it off, Hughes to Kelly. Stopped by McKinney. Now then Kelly's got it again, coming up at center. Shot the puck into the leaf zone, and the puck goes loose to Flawed. Over for Monahan. Monahan trying to get out. He couldn't. Pellick into the corner for McKinney. He shot it right to the Hughes. Hughes is given a bump. It comes in front to Pellick, and Pellick starts out. Changes his mind. Over to McKinney. McKinney coming up over the blue line, closing in. Passed it, and McMillan just failed to get his backhand away. Kelly coming back from Philadelphia. A minute and 56 seconds left. First period. Shot it into the leaf zone. Goes to the corner. Picked up by Kelly, trying to center it. Monahan got a piece of him. Clark trying to get it out in front, and McKinney's got it again. McKinney over to McMillan. Up with Keon. McMillan trying to drag it over the line, and it's broken up by Clark. Clark comes back to Philadelphia. A minute and 34 seconds remaining. To Kelly. Rolled it in front. Plant shoots it over to McKinney. McKinney coming out over the blue line to center. He's got Ullman and Ellis who are out on the ice. He shoots it in. Gamble centering it right in front of his own net. Here's a chance for Ullman. Henderson losing it. Ullman gets it. Back for Henderson. Trying to set up Ellis. Shot out past Bond down the ice with a minute and 3 seconds remaining in the first period. Bob Bond goes back for it.
In this period.
Bond to Dory. Long pass for Ellis, and that deflects the Leaf bench, and it may have caught Monahan on the forehead at the Leaf bench. He's rubbing his head. Gary Monahan right beside McMillan there, and the linesman Matt Pavlich takes a look at him. There he is, rubbing his head. Bob Bond with 52 seconds to Jim Dory. 1-0 Philadelphia. Shot. Gamble gloved that, knocked it to the corner. Ullman went after it. It's broken up by Bernier. Bernier nearly lost it to Henderson. It goes into the corner. Shot out to center ice, and Bond has it. Bond shot it right back into the Philadelphia zone. Along the boards and out to center ice to Dory. Dory over to Bond. Bond takes a long shot. Gamble stopped that. Philadelphia in their own zone, trying to get out. Ullman's got it. Here comes Ullman. Ullman is still after it. It's Ullman to Ellis. Ellis can get his shot away. It's still in the Philadelphia zone. Shot along the boards. Finally knocked out with 5 seconds left. Going over the red line. 2 seconds. 1, and there goes the bell. to end the first period. And from Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, Hockey Night in Canada.
Dr. Scully, I'm looking for Fox Mulder.
I don't work with Fox Mulder any longer.
Only a mystery this big. I need you on this with me. Could bring them back together.
Don't give up!
The X-Files. Friday, only in theaters.
Andres off for Earl, left side to Newbury. Front scores! Ben Andres going to the net, gets his stick down and deflects it by Anderson as he was being knocked down to the ice. A power play goal, and it's 2-0 Toronto.
You see this leak? You got to change your oil every 3,000 clicks, not 5. And use 10W40 motor oil, not 10W30. Stay away from 10W30. You got that? You got that?
What kind of oil does it take?
Hey Canada, come on and take a free ride at your Chrysler Jeep Dodge retailer. Now during our free ride sales event, get up to $1,500 in free gas when you buy or lease a new Chrysler Jeep or Dodge. Choose from our most exciting lineup ever, including smart fuel-efficient rides like Dodge Caliber, Jeep Compass, Jeep Patriot, and Dodge Avenger. Come on Canada, take a free ride now at your Chrysler Jeep Dodge retailer.
The people who brought you the famous Arby's melt have brought back the Pick 4 for $6 value menu with 330 possible value combos, like the Curly Drink Melt Meal, the new Onion Rings Drink Turnover Mozzarella Meal, the new Brownie Mozzarella Curly Melt Meal, and who could forget the classic Arby's Melt Meal with brownies for dessert. The Arby's Pick 4 for $6 value menu is back and better than ever, but it's only back for a limited time with delicious new choices, new combos, and new reasons to say, I'm thinking Arby's.
Hughes, number 5 on the defense, along with Wayne Hillman. We're all set to go. Puck is dropped. It goes back to Dory. Dory just waits. Over to Bond, off his skate, gets it again. He's covered, and Keon gets it back to Dory. Coming up the center, shot it into the Philadelphia zone. Bringing around on the boards, comes back to Bond, a shot. That's wide of the net, goes over to McLeish. McLeish gets it out, Keon then to Dory. Dory, a long pass for McMillan. Broken up by Kelly, giving it to Clark. Dory got a piece of him. Monahan takes the puck. Going over the line with Keon. Shot into the corner. Keon trying to hook it loose. Tillman took him out of the play. Clark shot it back of the net. It goes over here to Kelly, number 9. We're in the first minute of the second period. 1-0 Philadelphia. Dory shoots it out. Keon picked it up. Keon starts out with a pass to Dory over the blue line. A pass to Keon. Back in the clear. Going right in on goal. He did it goal. Keon shot it right between Gamble's legs, and it's a 1-1 tie. Have a look at it. Keon over to Dory, and Dory has been great with his head manning the puck. Flips it over to McMillan. McMillan to Keon. He's in the clear. Watch him. He's going to move quickly to his left. There it goes, right through the legs.
Keon. Assist number 23 McMillan and number 8 Dory. Time 59 seconds.
And that ties it up 1-1 on a nice play by Dory to McMillan to Keon, who went right in. Long shot by Philadelphia. That bounced, and it was stopped by Swan. McKenny gets it up to Ullman. Ullman going down at center. He gets it over the line, flips it into the corner. Lollet is covered by Ullman, but it's picked off here by number 2, Ed Van Imp. Van Imp shoots it up to the center ice. Bernier was checked. Pellick was given a bump. Bernier carries on over the line. Henderson missed with a body check. Lollet shoots, and he's shot wide of the Leaf goal. Comes back to the blue line, a shot into the corner. And Ullman's got it. Ellis is loose on the right wing. A long pass for Ellis was behind him. Cleared out by Hale, and Bernier turns at his own blue line. Coming up the center. Through the Leaf line and over. Bernier, nice bit of stick handling to Nole, number 17. He's knocked into the boards. Plant came out of the net. Ullman left it there for McKinney, number 18, and McKinney starts out. McKinney gets away from Bernier, straight up at center. Takes a long shot off the boards. Gamble got the rebound. Shot it into the corner. Ullman gets it back to McKinney. McKinney shoots. And this one wide of the corner. Shot into the corner by Van Imp as Ullman is all tied up, but shot down the ice by the Flyers to relieve the pressure. Alec will touch it. Icing is the call.
Number 16, Bobby Clark, has 18 goals to date, and has passed his last year output of 15, and he was certainly one of last year's outstanding rookies, and looks like he could be in for many, many years of stardom in the National Hockey League.
He's certainly their top forechecker. Here's a backhand right on lead goal by Kelly. Rebound to McKinney. McKinney bringing it out himself. His pass from McMillan is broken up, and it goes back to the Leaf blue line. Rick Lee. Now to Keon. Back to Lee. Up at center. Over for McKinney. Just shoots it in. The rebound. Gamble covered it with a skate. Philadelphia in possession. Shoot it out off Kelly down the ice. Plant is deciding to come out and play it. Gets it up to McKinney. To McMillan. McMillan at center. Takes a long shot. Gamble way out of the net. Steer that off to the side. And Kelly goes back. The Leafs are changing on the goal. Bob Kelly giving it to Bob Clark. A long pass. Up here at center. He shoots it. Oh! Clark made the save. On Rick McLeish, who is in the clear. Clark steers it into the corner to Ellis. It goes up for Ullman. He just failed to reach it. Then it's Monahan over the line. Closing in, he shoots, and he shot wide. Monahan had it back to the net. Kelly took it away from him. Comes back down the ice for Philadelphia. To McLeish. Over the line to Kelly. It went through Bond's legs, and Plus steered it off to the side. Up for Ellis. Ellis over the line. Stick handling. Ran into Van Imp. Then was knocked out. Ullman trying to get the puck loose. It's against the board. Play is called.
It doesn't matter if you're on the asphalt, on the regular course, in the sun, or in the shade. I mean, you're going to compete your hardest. It could be 9-9 for half an hour, and you'll be spending, you know, the rest of the time trying to get 1 point. You got to have somebody fast, somebody that can pass and shoot, and then you got to have, like, your little finesse guy. I've got my team. You got yours?
NBA 3-on-3 presented by Rogers. Brought to you by Ford Focus.
I'm Joanne Roberts, and I'm a piano teacher. A rock had chipped my windshield, and one of my students, Sarah,
Dad, look.
Noticed that the chip had become a crack.
Hi, Sarah.
Did you know you had a crack in your windshield?
Oh, right across the driver's side.
You know what? Bring it by my store. We'll take care of it. It's just not safe to drive like that.
That would be great. Thanks. Hi, Dad.
Apple Auto Glass took care of everything. They certainly know what they're doing.
Apple Auto Glass. Celebrating our 25th anniversary.
Playing poker, playing hockey, it's the same deal. It's about challenging your opponents, learning to make the right move at the right time. With over 10 million players and more tables at every level, learn to play better poker for free at PokerStars.net and find the PokerStar in you.
Welcome to the world-famous University Boat Race, where the boys from Cambridge take on the defending champions, Oxford.
They're huge, and half of them in the Olympics. We've lost already.
Not to worry. I've given those tired blokes some Red Bull.
You've given Red Bull to our opponents? We may as well abandon ship right now.
Calm down. Red Bull revitalizes the mind, remember? I only gave it to the ones rowing on the right side of their boat. You see?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Well, actually, Red Bull helps to temporarily restore mental alertness or wakefulness when experiencing fatigue or drowsiness.
1-1 tie, 10:34 to go in the second period. Philadelphia get the draw, get it out. Jimmy Johnson, Bernier, number 21, shooting it down the ice. Back of the net for Dory. Dory takes a look. Now he skates out himself. Gets it up for Ullman, too far. Knocked back into the lead zone, and Dory's back there again. Wrapped it into the corner. Bob Braun goes after it. Braun, a pass. Ellis gets it up to Ullman. One man back. Ullman over the line. Henderson following up. Ullman shoots. Henderson with the rebound. Ullman's got it again to Dory. A shot. That missed the target. Henderson took a rock out of it. And Gamble covers up on the short side. A nice play by Bruce Gamble.
Here's a look at that stop of Gamble on Normie Ullman, and then the rebound from the point, and Gamble has certainly been very alert as he smothered this one coming out. Paul Henderson standing on the side trying to get that back out, and Gamble freezing it against the side of the net.
They draw as play resumes. The puck goes to Henderson, back to Dory. Dory takes the shot. It's knocked down by Philadelphia. Johnson, he's grabbed by Ullman. There's going to be a penalty to the Leafs. It's knocked into the lead zone. Dornhofer went after it. Play is called and a holding penalty to Normie Ullman. Face-off in the lead zone. Harrison out there with Armstrong, and they shoot the puck down the ice. That was off the stick of Jim McKinney. Going back for it is Serge Bernier, number 21. He's up there with Brent Hughes, Andre Lacroix, Gary Dornhofer, and Yogi Jedrun. Up it comes to Andre Lacroix, center number 7. He waits. His pass intercepted by Harrison. He's got a breakaway. He's going in alone. Right in on goal. He's up. He scores. Harrison shot it into the net as he fell.
You see Jimmy Harrison intercepting that pass with Andre Lacroix fooling around with that puck with nobody behind him. And Harrison had to have a little bit of luck going for him here.
Toronto goal scored by number 12, Harrison, unassisted. The time 10:43.
Underneath Bruce Gamble. And another short-handed goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Bill, and they've had a lot of them this season.
And that gives the lead to the Leafs for the first time in the game. It comes with 1 minute and 33 seconds left in Ullman's penalty. And Harrison's 11th goal of the year. And so he gets a rest, and Monahan goes out with Armstrong, McKinney, and Pellick. Clark at center ice now for Philadelphia with Gendron on one wing and McLeish on the other. Monahan pulls away out of his own zone to his own blue line, up with Armstrong. Still has it, rags the puck, gets it back to Pellick. Pellick now at his own blue line. Back to McKinney. McKinney coming out. He's stopped by Gendron. Lost his stick. Red Hughes comes up to the Leaf line. Trying to get over. Gendron will out try his luck. He drops it to Clark. They're closing in. A drop pass for McLeish. McLeish takes a look. Centered it. McKinney's got it. McKinney just finds an opening and shoots it down the ice, and there's 46 seconds left in the penalty to Ullman. Gendron up to McLeish over his stick. Stopped by Keon. Gives it to Pellick. Back to Plot. Lets it go to McKinney. McKinney trying to bring it out. Gets it out over the blue line to center ice. Stopped there by Bernier. Then it's at center. Picked up by McLeish. McLeish takes a look to Clark. 8 minutes. Keon stole the puck. Keon handed it right back to Clark. It's over the lead line to Gendron. Gendron taking a look. Got it to Hughes. And it goes over on the wing of Bernier. Pellick ran into Bernier. The puck goes loose. It's cleared down. There's a race for it. Ullman was in position. Ullman stops to Keon. Back for Ullman. They're closing in 4 lengths. Ullman tried to center it, and he couldn't. Bernier shoots it out on the left side. Down the ice comes number 15, Gary Peters. There's a shot off ball. Plot into the corner to McMillan. McMillan up to Ullman. Ullman, Keon, and McMillan. Ullman getting over the line. Left it there. McMillan keeps it in. To Keon, he shoots. Ullman shoots. Oh, and he shot another one. And he missed the open side of the net. And it shot down the ice. Plot decides to touch it. Played it up to the blue line. at center, trying to trap the Flyers. Bart shot it around on the boards, but not out. Ashby's drive is knocked down by Rick Lee for Keon, and he couldn't get away. Ashby of Philadelphia pass. Offside. Dornhofer with Johnson going in ahead of him, and lots of action.
Dr. Scully, I'm looking for Fox Mulder.
I don't work with Fox Mulder any longer.
Only a mystery this big. I need you on this with me. Could bring them back together.
Don't give up!
The X-Files. Friday, only in theaters.
Good shift here, boys. Good shift. Look outside. Good shift, boys.
You see this leak? You got to change your oil every 3,000 clicks, not 5. And use 10W40 motor oil, not 10W30. Stay away from 10W30. You got that? You got that?
What kind of oil does it take?
Hey Canada, come on and take a free ride at your Chrysler Jeep Dodge retailer. Now during our free ride sales event, get up to $1,500 in free gas when you buy or lease a new Chrysler Jeep or Dodge. Choose from our most exciting lineup ever, including smart fuel-efficient rides like Dodge Caliber, Jeep Compass, Jeep Patriot, and Dodge Avenger. Come on, Canada, take a free ride now at your Chrysler Jeep Dodge retailer.
The people who brought you the famous Arby's melt have brought back the Pick 4 for $6 value menu with 330 possible value combos, like the Curly Curly Drink Melt Meal, the new Onion Rings Drink Turnover Mozzarella Meal, the new Brownie Mozzarella Curly Melt Meal, and who could forget the classic Arby's Melt Meal with brownies for dessert. The Arby's Pick 4 for $6 value menu is back and better than ever, but it's only back for a limited time with delicious new choices, new combos, and new reasons to say, I'm thinking Arby's.
Philadelphia penalty to number 23, Hale.
Hale,
2 minutes for hooking.
From the other side.
Time 13:58.
Well, Bill, we have a little advantage. We can look at those replays, and the referee and the officials can't, but it certainly was Van Imp that put the clutch on Norm Yeoman, from what I could see on the camera.
Right.
I think Larry Hale is probably feeling that a little bit of injustice going here.
Well, of course, it's also from what position the referee was in after the completion of the one play anyway. The two of them were together. It comes back to McKenny. McKenny in Armstrong. Armstrong gives it to Harrison. Harrison gives it around on the boards to Dory. Dory back to Spencer. Into Harrison. Back for Spencer. Spencer still has it. Right to Armstrong. He shoots it, and that was stopped. It's still loose. Comes out in front of the net. McKenny lets his shot go. That's all around the net there. Harrison took a whack at it. Here comes Dory. Oh, and he passed it right on the Clark stick. Clark coming back down the ice to Philadelphia. Gets it up to Morrison. Morrison over the line. Left it there, and McKenny has it. Up to Harrison. Over for Armstrong. They're over the line. There's four of them closing in. Armstrong. Back to McKenny. Over to Dory. Dory shot it wide. Harrison back of the net. Standing it for Spencer. And he goes down. Here's Armstrong trying to dig it out. Spencer gets it back to the blue line. McKenny lets it go. That hit the goalpost. Spencer let it go again. That hit a leg. Into the corner. Morrison trying to get it out. Dory's got it. Right it on goal. Brings it there for Spencer to go. He whipped it. And Clark shot it down the ice. Cloud is racing up to the blue line. A quick pass to McKenny. Over the line. Four of them. They're closing in again. McKenny right in front. Oh, Monahan shot it and Campbell grabbed it on the goal line. Oh, that's been a real power play. And Bruce Campbell has been more than equal to the occasion. As we see this puck brought in, Jock Plant way out of his net to keep that puck going. Up to McKenny as McKenny faded in here. Moving the check over. Gary Monahan to the side of the net with a wide open net, and he shot it right back into Bruce Campbell's pad. A great setup by Jim McKenny. Gary Monahan just a little too easy on the relay. 31 seconds remaining in the penalty. Shot down the ice. 4 minutes and 27 seconds now remaining in the second period. Toronto leads Philadelphia 2-1. It's McMillan coming down the right wing at center. With Keon, who took the pass. Keon closing in. He shoots at the goal post. Monahan gets it back to Vaughn. Vaughn back to Monahan. Monahan lets it go for Keon. Keon with McMillan back of the net. McMillan trying to get out in front. Cleared it back to Lee. Lee fakes the shot. Closing in. Right in front of Monahan. Scores! Monahan. Rick Lee. Goal scored as Larry Hale just stepped back on the ice. Billy McMillan getting that puck back to the point. Nice play to Ricky Lee, and Lee moving in, holding the puck and seeing Monahan open here. And Monahan, as soon as that puck hit his stick, fired it underneath Bruce Gamble, who came across too late to stop the shot.
Toronto goal scored by number 20, Monahan. Assist number 2, Lee, and number 14, Keon. The time, 16:04.
16:04, Monahan from Lee and Keon, and just prior to that, you just seen the elite storm around the Philadelphia goal. Gamble coming up with some tremendous acrobatics, and then they finally got the puck into the net just as Philadelphia returned to full strength. That's Ellis kicking the puck over to Drury. Drury a pass to Elman. Elman over the line, closing in, takes his shot wide. Nolay is hit. Bernier gets the puck at center, a pass, gets it over on the left side here to number 18, Bill Lasuk, and his shot was stopped by Plonk. Drury going into the corner, up to Ellis. Ellis' pass for Elman was too far, and shot back on a Pellick stick over to Drury. Drury just shoots it out off the board, missing the referee by an inch. Now that's Bernier over the line. Bernier had it knocked off the stick out over the blue line, and the Philadelphia Flyers are going to wait for the teammates to get onside. They have. Van Impe, a long shot. Plonk caught that. 2 minutes and 59 seconds remain in the second period. Drury giving it to Ullman. He kicked it back out of the Bernier stick. Bernier trying to center it, and Drury took him heavily into the boards. Ellis for Ullman. Ullman decides to hold it, and it goes loose and comes out over the blue line. Ed Van Impe with it. Philadelphia Flyers pressing now, trailing 3-1. Ullman intercepted a pass. And Henderson failed to get loose, but he had the puck handed to him. Henderson takes a long shot wide. Ed Van Impe, a long pass. Pellick intercepted, but it went off his stick into the crowd. That's the way it stands with 36 seconds remaining as play is resumed in this second period. It's back of the net, Philadelphia trying to bring it out. A pass for Clark off the stick, went out over the line. Keon took a pass from McMillan, couldn't get over the line, as Brent Hughes had him covered. Keon shoots the puck into the Philadelphia zone. It's back of the net there for Wayne Hillman. Wayne Hillman with 14 seconds remaining. Starts to come out. Pass to the head for Kelly, way too far, and Kenny gives it to McMillan. A bit of a high stick by McMillan. Ends up on Keon's stick. 2 seconds. McKenny back for Keon. And there goes the bell, and the second period is over.
It doesn't matter if you're on the asphalt, on the regular course, in the sun, or in the shade. I mean, you're going to compete your hardest. It could be 9-9 for half an hour, and you'll be spending, you know, the rest of the time trying to get 1 point. You got to have somebody fast, somebody that can pass and shoot, and then you got to have, like, your little finesse guy. I've got my team. You got yours?
NBA 3-on-3 presented by Rogers. Brought to you by Ford Focus.
I'm Joanne Roberts, and I'm a piano teacher. A rock had chipped my windshield, and one of my students, Sarah,
Dad, look,
noticed that the chip had become a crack.
Hi, Sarah.
Did you know you had a crack in your windshield?
Oh, right across the driver's side.
You know what? Bring it by my store. We'll take care of it. It's just not safe to drive like that.
That would be great.
Hi, Dad.
Apple Auto Glass took care of everything. They certainly know what they're doing.
Apple Auto Glass. Celebrating our 25th anniversary.
Playing poker, playing hockey, it's the same deal. It's about challenging your opponents, learning to make the right move at the right time. With over 10 million players and more tables at every level, learn to play better poker for free at PokerStars.net and find the PokerStar in you.
The Toronto Maple Leafs have announced their preseason schedule, and the first game will be the Coca-Cola Zero Fans First Game, broadcast live on Rogers Sportsnet. TSN will carry September 24th's game at Pittsburgh, with the remaining 7 games shown live on Leafs TV. The Leafs will play 9 preseason games over 14 days, with home-and-home series against both the Stanley Cup champion Detroit Red Wings and the Cup finalist Pittsburgh Penguins. For the full season schedule, log on to mapleleafs.com.
While the Leaf roster had undergone a surge of youth this season, there were still veterans on this team. Dave Keon and Norm Ullman provided a solid 1-2 punch up the middle, and don't forget there was still Bob Bond on defense as well. The Leafs had scored 3 times in the second period to lead this game 3-1. The Leafs and the Flyers from Maple Leaf Gardens as we head to the third period of play right here on Leafs TV.
15:43 to go. The Leafs have the odd man advantage, 6 men to 5, and it's in the corner. Ellis had a piece of it. Ullman steals the puck. Ullman takes a look, gets it back to Rick Lee. Here comes the shot. That hit a stick and went over to Morrison. Morrison coming back down the ice for Philadelphia, number 8. A long shot. Plot knocked that down. Jim Dory back for it. Dory trying to come out. Lost the puck in his own zone. Morrison picking it up for Philadelphia. Jammed in on the boards, and it's Dory back for it again. Dory leading a 4-man rush over to Ullman. Ullman comes at center. He goes over the line, flips it, gets it again. Cutting in from the left side, still has it, goes to the corner. Trying to find a man in position. Off the boards to Dory. Dory back to Ullman. Into Henderson. Back out for Ullman, and it went between Lee and Dory out to center ice. Dory with Henderson over the line. Henderson closing in. Back to Ullman. Over to Dory. His shot is wide. Henderson trying to come from the side. He's knocked down by Hale. It comes to Dory. Moves up. Takes his shot right in front to Ullman. Ullman back to Lee. Passed it in front. Broken up by Hale. Hale of Philadelphia coming down the ice. Ullman after him. Gets to the Leaf line. Lee and Hale shoving at each other. Dory comes back over the blue line. Stops. Takes a look. Centered it in front of the net. Ullman poked it into the corner. Off the boards for Dory. Dory lets his shot go, and Ellis missed the rebound. Rick Lee into the corner to Ullman. Ullman in possession. Henderson standing in front. Off the boards for Pellick, and it was too hard. Ellis coming outside the blue line now as Pellick feeds it to Henderson. Henderson over the line, takes his shot, and Gamble stopped that, and it's flicked into the crowd by Ed Van Imp just after the Souk had returned to the ice, and the Philadelphia Flyers back to full strength.
Looking at Jacques Plot reminds me that coming up the 19th of this month, the Montreal Old-Timers led by Rocket Richard, Doug Harvey, Dickie Moore, Boom Boom Joffrey, and many others will be here to play the Toronto Maple Leafs. Harry Watson, Danny Lewicki, Sid Smith, Johnny Bauer.
You play?
I think I'll make it. Incidentally, Bill, that game will be played with all funds going to the Charlie Conacher Cancer Research Fund.
And that's on the 19th.
19th of this month.
At center ice, it's McKenny giving it to Pellick. Pellick stopped by Johnson. Johnson dropped it back to Dornhofer, number 12. Dornhofer shoots it into the Leaf zone, and Plot just kicked it out to Armstrong. Armstrong to Harrison. Harrison is taken out of the play by Ashby. Johnson then passed it into the Leaf zone, and Spencer just gets rid of it to center ice. Johnson of Philadelphia gives it over to Watson. Watson over the Leaf line, and his backhand. Plot steering it into the corner. Mike Pellick. And shoots it out over the line. Joe Watson's got it again. Watson's pass to Gendron. Gendron of Philadelphia over the line. He's getting set. There's the shot. He just target. Philadelphia move up with Ashby fanning on it. Spencer getting it out to Armstrong. Going down with Harrison. One man back. Harrison takes the pass into the corner. And he was skated off nicely by Ashby. And Spencer steals the puck. Trying to kick it loose to Harrison. It goes into the corner. Pellick moves up. Shot it back of the net. Watson is there. Throwing it to Gendron. Gendron over here to Dornhofer. Dornhofer takes his shot. Stop that. Gendron lets one go. That's deflected. Johnson trying to center it. Here's right to Gendron. Going right down goal. He shoots. Oh, shot. Well, robbed him on the short side.
Take a look at this again of John G. Gendron. Wide open in there on this pass from Dornhofer. He's wide open on the side, and he moves in on Jock Pont, waiting for Jock Pont to go so he can throw it up on that short side, and Pont gets it with the side of his pad. A great move by the goalkeeper. An equally fine move by Gendron.
Twelve minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the game. Toronto 3, Philadelphia 1. Clark couldn't get a hold of the puck, and Keon brings it out. At his own blue line, up at center with McMillan. It's Keon, stick handling over the line. Still has it. Flips it to Lee. Lee gets his shot away, and Monahan deflected it, but wide of the corner. McMillan then for Keon. It's still in that corner. McMillan trying to center it. Keon is covered by Clark. The puck goes loose. McMillan trying to center it. Picked off there by Brent Hughes. For McLeish. Stopped by Monahan. And Clark then gets a hold of it. Keon after him. Comes up to Kelly. Kelly bumped by Ricky Lee. Bond to McMillan. And Kelly just failed to get away. Rick Lee gets it over the line. Still has it. Stops. Sent it right foot to McMillan. He took a shot. And that's blocked. Rick Lee kept it in. Back comes Wayne Hillman at center. A long shot. Klon had to go down low to cover that. As that changed direction. Now it's Monahan with Ullman. Back to Monahan. Over the blue line. Closing in with Ellis. And they're checked, and the puck is shot back to the Leaf blue line. Bond over to Lee. 10:46 remaining in the game. The puck's at center. McLeish missed the body check. Got the puck into the Leaf zone. He's out there with Morrison and Bernier. Ellis ahead to Henderson. Henderson straight down the ice. Over the line with Ellis, and he missed it. Bernier comes back for Philadelphia. Up over the line. Still has it. Takes his shot, and Dory stopped it. Nolay trying to center it. Pellick shot it around on the boards for Henderson. Out for Ullman. Ullman at his own blue line, up at center. Trying to go around the defense, back to Ellis, he shoots. And a nice deflection. Here's Ullman with it, back in the corner. Out front to Henderson, to Dory, and he couldn't get a shot away. Dory trying to center it. And it's cleared up to Bernier, one man back. Bernier over the blue line. Centered it, and it goes all the way over to Ullman. Ullman to Henderson, stopped by Pellick, who brought it over the line. Pellick goes around the defense, goes back of the net, centered it right across the goal mouth. Henderson took a shot. Nolay stopped it. Henderson trying to hold it against the boards. Nolay shooting it out to center ice. Jim Dory. He goes over the line. He and Van Imp collided. Back up for Nolay. At center. A long shot. Clock came way out of the net. And he had to sit down because that was jammed in his pad. Jimmy Johnson with Gendron and Dornhofer comes back to the blue line into the corner. Johnson trying to center it. Picked up by Harrison. Harrison takes a look. Off the boards, but not out. Ashby took his shot. Pont stopped that. And Bond gives it to Armstrong, who was hit by Dornhofer. Harrison stole the puck, but couldn't get by Watson. Ashby coming back for Philadelphia. Over to Joe Watson. Up at center. Over the line. Stopped by Armstrong. To Bond. Bond just gets it out to center ice. Picked off there by Watson. Over here to Dornhofer. He's over the line. Stopped by Spencer to Harrison. He's going in alone. Right in and goal. He shoots his goal. Jimmy Harrison gets his second goal of the night.
You see Harrison using his strength here after Spencer sets him in the clear, and he has that stride on Joe Watson. Watson coming back but he can't quite catch up to him as he uses his own body as
Toronto
a
goal
shield,
scored by
takes him to his
number 12,
outside, and then
Harrison.
throws it up on his backhand.
Assist
Pass
number
Campbell.
15,
A nice
Spencer.
effort
The
by Jim
time,
Harrison.
11:33.
11:33. Spencer put him in the clear, and Harrison had to wait to go all the way, as Bob was mentioning. And it's 4-1 now for the Toronto Maple Leafs over the Philadelphia Flyers. 8 minutes and 27 seconds to go in the game. Goes back to Pelech. Pelech comes down the left side, shoots the puck into the Philadelphia zone. It's stopped there by Hughes. Hughes giving it to Wayne Hillman. He's stopped by Keon. McMillan waits for his teammates to get onside, shoots it over the line again. Hughes, a deflection by Keon, goes over on the far side. McLeish giving it to Clark, who's stopped by Keon. Clark shoots it over the line. McMillan was checked. The puck goes loose. And McKinney for Keon to McMillan too far. And McMillan bumped into Wayne Hillman. The puck goes back into the Leaf zone. 7:45 to go. As Keon brings it out, Monahan is loose, and Morrison just stopped it in time. Hughes got it out over the line. It's touched by Monahan, and of course that's offside. He was inside the blue line.
This portion of Leafs TV is brought to you by Esquire.
Dr. Scully, I'm looking for Fox Mulder.
I don't work with Fox Mulder any longer.
Only a mystery this big. I need you to mess with me. Could bring them back together.
Don't give up!
The X-Files. Friday, only in theaters.
Well, Justin Pogge, great job. It all comes down to one shooter right here. Stop by Pogge! He got a glove on it for the first time in his pro career at home. Justin Pogge gets the W. The Marlies win in a shootout.
Hey Canada, come on and take a free ride at your Chrysler Jeep Dodge retailer. Now during our free ride sales event, get up to $1,500 in free gas when you buy or lease a new Chrysler Jeep or Dodge. Choose from our most exciting lineup ever, including smart fuel-efficient rides like Dodge Caliber, Jeep Compass, Jeep Patriot, and Dodge Avenger. Come on, Canada, take a free ride now at your Chrysler Jeep Dodge retailer.
It's a dream come true. I think any boy who grew up in the GTA, growing up in Mississauga, it's your dream to play in the NHL one day, let alone your favorite team, the Leafs. So I come to work every day and pinch myself. It's a privilege, and I'm trying to make the most of it.
7 minutes and 24 seconds left. Toronto 4, Philadelphia 1. It goes back to Ed Van Imp. Van Imp over on the left side to Hale. Hale gets it up to Bernier over the line. Henderson is there. Henderson bringing the puck out. Shot it off the boards to Ellis. Ellis couldn't get away. Wrapped back into the Leaf zone by number 17, Simon Nollet. And it's Dory. Starting out. A long pass for Ellis. Too far. Gamble touched it first, so there'll be no icing. Back up the ice for Philadelphia. Long pass for Nollet. That's going down the ice. It's touched by Nollet. Sent it out in front of the door. A quick shot by number 18, Bill Lasuk. And it's 4-2.
And we see that Toronto club a little lax in going back into their own end as Lasuk shot a long rink-wide pass that missed Nollet. Plante undecided whether to go after it. Let it go. Nollet picked it up and dumped it out, and Plante a little casual on that, and Lasuk got his shot away and hit the far corner. And this brings Philadelphia back to within striking distance, and they could be a little trouble from here to the end of the game.
Philadelphia goal scored by number 18, Lasuk. Assist, number 17, Nolay, and number 23, Hale. The time, 13:18.
13:18 is the time of the goal. Lasuk from Nolay and Hale with 6 minutes and 28 seconds left. Philadelphia coming up. They're trailing 4-2. Shot down the ice. This time McKinney touches it. Icing will be called against the Flyers. 4 minutes and 29 seconds to go in the game. Out of 4, Philadelphia 2. It goes back to Wayne Hillman over on the left side to Hughes. A long shot. Can't stop that. Knocked it into the corner. Bory shot the puck off the boards for Henderson. Back over to McKinney. McKinney flipping it into the crowd, and another spectator gets hit. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left. Elman, Ellis, and Henderson, McKinney, and Dory. Clark with Morrison and McLeish. Put back in the lead zone, McKinney. He's back in the net. Takes a look. Goes back again. Shoots it off the boards out the center ice. Wayne Hillman waiting for his teammates to get onside. Shot it back. Jim Dory takes a look for Ellis. Ellis trying to get away. McLeish checked him. Ellis then gives it to Elman. Elman comes out. Elman over the line. Goes around McLeish, who dumped him. And Wayne Hillman gets a hold of the puck. Shot it to the blue line. McKinney trying to get back is Clark. Hit McKinney with a shot. Slant. Knocking it off the glass. It's still in the lead zone. 3 Philadelphia players trying to dig it out. They do. There's a shot. Knocked down. It comes back to the blue line. Another pass in front of shot. Another shot. And that ends up back of the goal in the corner. Henderson after it. Elman gets it. Out for Elman. 3 minutes and 4 seconds left. With Henderson over the line. Elman trying to settle it. He's too well covered by Clark, who gives it to Morrison. Morrison over the leaf line, and Elman gets it back. Giving a shove around the boards. Clark took the puck away from him. Centered it back. Elman got a piece of his check. Henderson. He's dumped. Shot it up for Armstrong. Olay brought it in offside. Lining up, all set to go. Leafs play every man inside the blue line now with 58 seconds. Elman had the draw. Gets the puck back to McKinney. McKinney decides to shoot it around on the boards, back it into the corner. Henderson left it there. Pellick went back to cover up. Flipped it back at the blue line. Philadelphia now trying to get going. Henderson checked Nolay, and Nolay has to go back into his own zone, and Gamble can't get into the net. Harman watching Nolay with 33 seconds left. Long shot out the center to Lou Morrison. He flipped it to the blue line and over. Gamble is out of the net. It's cleared up to Henderson. Henderson to Elman. Closing in. Elman going right in and goal, and he shot it. And it was knocked off to the side by Philadelphia. They have an empty net. Here they come there in their own zone. A pass to Nolay. He shoots it in. Grant left it for McKinney. McKinney shot it off the boards. The race for it. Henderson has it. He shoots. He scores. That's down with 1 second left. We'll take a look at that play. Jim McKinney is very alertly up against the boards. Val Henderson catching up with that puck in a great race here as he just steered it in with 1 second left in that puck. But he started out from the other side of that blue line.
No goal as the play was offside.
1 second left in the game. Face-off will be a formality. It's dropped. The ball goes. The game is over. Toronto defeats Philadelphia. Now a score of 4-2.